Get ready with me as a high school senior talking a little bit about myself and about college. Basically, I am currently a senior in high school. I've been applying to colleges and I only have like 2 applications left that are due in January that I'm still working on. I feel like if you know me, you know that I'm just really excited for college and that nobody like is more excited to like get out of here than I am. I literally apply to colleges like all over the nation. I currently live in Texas and there's like nothing in Texas. Like I'm so sorry, I hate Texas with a passion because it's just so boring. The only school that could make me stay would probably be UT. Other than that, like I need to leave. My top schools right now are probably any of the schools in California. I applied to UC LA, UC Berkeley, UC Santa Barbara, and UC San Diego, and literally all of those schools, like mostly UC Santa Barbara. I would love to go to California. The only issue would be like the out-of-state tuition because it would be so expensive, and California isn't really generous with their scholarships. So I'm like, I would have to find a really good like third-party like scholarship to get. So it kind of sucks because like that's my top schools, those are my like dream schools, but like I don't think I would be able to go. I also really want to go to UC Boulder. Like that has been a dream school for a while and I don't think I hear back from it in a while, which is kind of ridiculous because a lot of the schools that I applied to their early action is like February. Like no, I need it now. It's like December. I need it now. I need to know where I'm going. My only issue with UT is that like, oh my god, I got that in my sweatpants. No. Okay, it was like the bottom of my sweatpants though, so it's like fine. What was I even saying? If I were to go to UT, it would simply be because of its like prestige and like it being in-state tuition for me, not because I'm totally in love with it, which honestly kind of sucks. College is like super expensive, but also I just don't think I'm gonna get into UT because I'm going for biomedical engineering. Applause because I'm such a smart girl, but like I don't know if I'm smart enough for UT to accept me for engineering because they're like the top engineering school in Texas and like one of the top in like the nation. Yeah, I'm smart, I get good grades and everything, but like I'm also not one of those burnt out like try hard kids that do whatever just to put it on their application. I also did just get accepted into Auburn, which has been like one of my dream SEC schools because I kind of like have this like fantasy of like going to an SEC school and like being like a little Southern girl, but also that's also scary to me. Just I'm gonna put it out there, like I'm brown. I heard everybody at Auburn is really nice and like the campus is beautiful and like I don't know, like it's really tempting, but it's $60,000 a year, and so I applied for their scholarships, so we're gonna wait to hear back to see if that's even realistic for me. Auburn is on the table. It is a pretty good engineering school and I got in for chemical engineering, so Auburn is definitely not like the easiest school to get into, especially being out of state and especially being an engineer major. And the fact that I beat all those odds kind of gives me hope that like maybe like my application is better than I think it is. I feel like now every single time I like talk about anything, I feel inclined to talk about college because it's literally just what my life has been about. I'm gonna figure out where the next 4 years of my life is going to be spent. I don't even know where I'm gonna be living in the next 6-7 months. Like I literally have no idea where I could live in New York, I could live in California, I could live in Bummel, Texas, like who knows. I'm debating on whether or not I should live on campus or off campus, and the only reason why I'm debating this is because I was watching a lot of like YouTube videos of just like people talking about like their college experience and stuff, and there's this one girl who goes to Auburn and she like just lives in an apartment instead of a dorm. She doesn't have to use communal showers and it costs just as much, her apartment, as the dorm. And it's like, yeah, you have to walk like an extra 20 minutes if you don't have a car to class, but like to have your own space, I don't feel exactly too comfortable with like sharing my space with somebody, especially if that somebody is just dirty. And it's not even messy. Like, messy is one thing, but like if it's dirty, like if it's dirty, I can't deal with my own, like if things get dirty, like I can clean and it'll be fine. But if somebody else's stuff is just dirty, it grosses me out. But that's like one of the things. But on the other hand, I hear like a lot of people like just make all their friends like based off their dorm and like their roommate and like all the people that live in their dorm. So I'm like, oh, do I really want to like kind of jeopardize friends that I could be making? So I don't know, if you're in college, let me know. I think I would still have a roommate, and like if I had an apartment, it would just not be like me sharing physically like one room with like 2 people in it. Like, I just don't know how I would even go about that. If I stay here in Texas and I go to UT, like there's definitely gonna be people that I know going there. So it's like, okay, I'll be more comfortable like finding a roommate. But if it's like I'm moving across the nation and I have to room with somebody random, like that is gonna give me so much anxiety. That is just, I don't know, like that's just scary to me. So like, please let me know, because I've heard horror stories of roommates and I don't want to have a horror story to tell y'all. And I don't think I'm gonna find the right person just based off searching for somebody on Facebook or Instagram to be my roommate. I'm kind of like a social butterfly in a way, where I'm not actively seeking to socialize, and I'm kind of a homebody. I kind of like to have my own space and just be at home. I don't go out much. I mean, I'm open to change. Like, I'm open to like changing in college and like becoming more social or going out more, but obviously my major being engineering, I don't really think I'm gonna have any time to dedicate to anybody else or going out. So also, I will say, going back to like the apartment thing, I'm very much like a cook, or I like to make my own food. I also know that like you're gonna have dining halls and things like that, but like I'm quite a picky eater. So I don't know how dining halls is gonna go for me, because I don't like cheese. I literally hate cheese. I will throw up. I haven't eaten cheese in probably 10 years. I don't really like eggs at all. Like, I am genuinely a picky eater, and it's not because I'm spoiled. I literally physically cannot ingest certain types of foods. Obviously, being in a dining hall, like paying to eat at a dining hall means that I need to like use that up and like eat properly. But like when things in dining halls are like always like pizza and like mac and cheese and like things like that, like of that nature, like I literally cannot eat that. Is that really worth it if I'm gonna go and not be able to eat like half of the stuff that's there? For theater, we went to Indiana University for ITF, and we stayed in the dorms there, so I kind of got like a sneak peek at like dorm life and like dining hall food and stuff like that. And the dining hall wasn't horrible, but I will say that I probably ate the same thing every single day, just because of like the limited options and how everything was literally cheese. And also, I'm just a picky eater, so like if I don't like something, then it's like I can never eat it again, to the point that it's like, why would I pay for dining hall food and a dorm room where I'm gonna have to share a shower with a lot of girls? And you would think that girls are clean, and maybe it was just the state of like the dorm I was in, but at Indiana, it was the nastiest thing ever to use that dang communal shower and McNut. Oh my gosh, if you go to Indiana University and you're staying in the McNut dorm hall, run for your life. Those showers in McNut, like, it smelled of mold. The showers would get clogged, and obviously, like, if like it's a shower with like a bunch of girls, like it's gonna get clogged. Like, we need to have somebody on maintenance, like one of my friends said there was a roach that crawled out of the drain. How does a roach even get into a drain if there's like water going down it? And how is it going up a drain? I don't even know. But I can't. And also like waiting for the showers to be available and getting in after somebody else showers and the shower's already so wet and steamy and it smells of mold. Obviously I talked to my dad a little about this and he was like, oh, I feel like you need to like have a dorm experience. Like I feel like at least your freshman year, which I honestly am kind of open to like trying it out my freshman year, because a lot of schools do require like freshmen to like stay in a dorm, so like that is probably something I might be forced to do. On one hand, it's like, yeah, I agree, I feel like I do need to like experience living with somebody else just to gain that experience for like adulthood, but also like I could have my own shower, I could have my own kitchen, cook my own meals that I'm comfortable with eating. What is the sacrifice? Friends, social life, the dorm room experience. Like I just feel like I feel like I'm more of an apartment girly, but like also just a lot of schools will require me to be in a dorm anyway, so it's like, okay. Then again, something I so crave is like a best friend. Like I crave that so much, and I feel like college is gonna be so difficult if I don't have a best friend. And it's like I really want to find one, and so that would mean I would have to socialize, and like being in a dorm could help that. So like now I feel like I need to address why I don't have a car and why I don't have a license. And I'm just gonna preface this by saying my license appointment is next Monday. So it's a week away. I'm gonna take the driver's test and then go to the DPS and get my license. But I've been procrastinating it solely. The only reason why I don't have it is because I'm such a huge procrastinator. That's the reason why I don't have a car too, because why would I have a car if I don't even have my license? My dad did promise that he was gonna buy me my dream car, which is a Porsche, if I got into UT. And that comes out in January 15th. I'm not getting into UT. So I'm not getting a Porsche. I'm like realistic. I'm not gonna sit here and say that like, oh my gosh, guys, like I'm gonna get a Porsche. Like, I'm realistic. I'm not getting into UT. Just simply not for engineering. Like if I were any other major, I could probably get into UT. But like my major, engineering, biomedical engineering, easily one of the hardest majors offered. I kind of want to talk about like my social life and why I'm so like alone. And I feel like part of it, the reason why, is just because my parents are pretty strict. And it's not like they don't let me go to parties. Like if I would ask to go to a party, they would let me. But it's more of like I can't hang out with my friends often, if that makes sense. Like I would only be allowed to hang out with my friends like once a month. So kind of forcefully, I would not be able to go out that much with my friends, and all my other friends would hang out with each other. And so then I would just be really left out and just not close with anybody the way they were all close with each other. Now I feel like I'm grown. My parents are a little bit more lenient and I do go out more often, but it's just gone to a point where like nobody really invites me to anything. Like I will just be scrolling on social media and I will just see like everybody hanging out, and I was like, okay, wait, like that's literally all of my friends and I wasn't invited. And I used to tell myself, it's like, oh, it's okay, like people just know that my parents are strict, but like also my parents have been lenient now and I've been going out more, and I just don't like it. At least send an invitation. Like even if you know I'm not gonna say no or I'm not gonna say yes, like it feels nice to be thought of, if that makes sense. But then again, like maybe these people don't consider me as their friend. They're not obligated to invite me to anything, but I'm just like putting it out there that like my social life has been pretty much dead and I only hang out with my best friend really ever, because that's why my parents are so comfortable with me going out, because like I'm only going out with my best friend because nobody else invites me to anything. I also like was gonna make another video about this, just about like having self-respect and things like that, and it's like if people just don't go out of their way to like respect me or like put any effort into the friendship, then I'm kind of like, okay, like I understand how much I mean to you. I'm not gonna waste my time, if that makes sense. It's just like, I know like my self-worth, and like if I'm putting in so much effort into our friendship or something like that, and you're just not doing the same or even trying at all, like it's all about trying. Like if you're not even trying, if you're not even like inviting me or shooting me a text here and there or anything like that, it's enough. It like, you don't have to say anything. Like that's enough for me to know that it's like, okay, this is how much I mean to you. That's fine. You're entitled to be friends with whoever you want. Like I'm just gonna go do my own thing. Like I'm not gonna waste my energy on somebody who doesn't even try. Like if you try, then I'm gonna give you my all, because I'm so grateful for anybody who tries to have a friendship with me or tries to do anything. Like I have such like empathy and like and just gratefulness for anybody who puts in the effort. But when you don't, it's just like, okay, like it is what it is. Like I'm just setting my makeup now. Get setting spray. Okay guys, this is my finished makeup look, and that's basically like kind of an update of my life, a little bit about me, what I've been thinking about, mostly about college. I'm gonna start trying to post more consistently on YouTube. We'll see. Prayers, that's my New Year's resolution, so let's see how it turns out. Thank you so much for